At just 22, Floyd "Kid" Austin Schofield III stands as one of boxing's most captivating young talents. An undefeated 18-0 lightweight contender who merges raw power with a warrior spirit. As of now, his estimated net worth hovers between $600,000 and $900,000, drawing from fight purses, sponsorships, minor endorsements, and emerging media deals. But the true wealth lies in his brand. Fearsome, fearless, and forged from hardship. Every punch he lands echoes his story. Every KO adds to a legacy still being written, but one already resonating well beyond boxing fans. This is no typical underdog. This is a warrior from shelter floors to spotlight floors. House Chapter 1. Early life, grit forged in adversity. Homeless beginnings. Born August 27, 2002, in Jersey City, New Jersey, Floyd III's earliest memories weren't toys or birthdays. They were shelters, cramped motel rooms, and nights lived in fear. His father, Floyd Jr., recently divorced and struggling with his own demons, found himself destitute, raising a toddler with no stable home. At age 2, the pair lived in a worn-down shelter, side by side with families battling addiction. Yet, within that cramped existence, his father carried a secret: boxing. A family of fighters, grandfather, father, now son. When Floyd Jr. laced up gloves for the rent's cash prize, little Floyd watched with wide eyes and pounding heart, and the dream was born. Finding the ring in Austin. By age 8, the family relocated to Austin, Texas, chasing refuge and hope. Weeks in a new city, a new school, a community center, a turning point. His father, scraping change together, brought Floyd to a local boxing gym. Floyd climbed out his playpen when his dad sparred, slid behind the ropes, and stayed. He never left. School was secondary. Every afternoon, he walked instead of taking the bus, just to train. The dusty gloves, cracked mirror, and pungent sweat of the gym became classrooms. Books came later. Life lessons came faster. Fight or fall. Amateur stardom. By 14, Floyd's amateur record, 180 wins, 20 losses, became the talk of Texas boxing circles. Coaches whispered future star. Scouting eyes from Golden Boy Promotions started lining halls. But Floyd stayed grounded, driven not by fame, but by hunger. Red Heart Chapter 2. Personal life. Heart beneath the muscle. Fatherhood at 21. In September 2024, Floyd became a father. His son, also named Floyd, arrived into a world radically different from his father's past. But the responsibility hit like a body shot. I fight now for someone who can sit ringside one day and be proud, he said in an emotional podcast interview. He's not a single fighter anymore. He's a father, a man with a legacy to build for another life. Love and relationships. Floyd isn't married, but his circle is tight. A close-knit community of loyal friends, gym brothers, and a steady girlfriend who prefers staying behind the lens. Social media snapshots, training sessions, quiet nights at home, the baby's first steps paint a family bound by love and blistered fists. Spiritual and community roots. Raised Catholic, Floyd still carries a rosary in his gym bag and thanks God in the ring. He hasn't endorsed any single denomination, but his actions speak of faith, authentic, not performative. He's not just a fighter, he's a mentor. Every week, Floyd drops in at inner-city youth gyms, sparring with kids and sharing his story. I pull someone out of a corner every day, he says. His name may headline arenas one day, but already he headlines hope. Boxing Glove Chapter 3. Professional career, unstoppable momentum. Pro debut, a statement. October 9th, 2020. At 18, Floyd steps into the professional ring and obliterates Richard Escobel in round 1. Radio silence follows. Slow panic murmurs. Was that flash power or something more? That debut knockout sent markets soaring. Golden Boy rising. By early 2021, he signed with Golden Boy Promotions, led by Oscar de la Hoya. Critical access to top billing, media appearances, and the eye of DAZN's global audience. The deal was more than a contract, it was validation. Knockout run, building the body of work. He tore through contender after contender. Date, opponent, result highlight. October 20th, 2022 Daniel Rose's KO. Round 1 co-main on DAZN. Global introduction. January 28th, 2023 Alberto Marcado. Unanimous decision clinched WBA International Lightweight title. April 22nd, 2023 Jesus Valentin Leon KO. Round 2 prelim main, yet dominant performance. July 8th, 2023 Haskell Rhodes UD. 10 rounds showed stamina and discipline overseas. December 2nd, 2023 Ricardo Lopez Torres TKO. Round 1 4 knockdowns for explosive power. March 16th, 2024 Esteyuri Suero DQ when retained WBA amidst controversy. November 2nd, 2024 Rene Tellez Giron UD. Overcame 11th round knockdown, showed grit, hard under pressure. Each bout wasn't just a fight, it was narrative. The hungry kid proving he's no flash in the pan, the technician who loves precision, the warrior who never backs down, even when hurt. The big stage. Floyd slated to fight on June 28, 2025, undercard to the massive Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. event, versus former champ Tevin Farmer. It's a golden chance, millions watching, eyes worldwide, and the chance to demand a major title shot. Graduation Cap Chapter 4. College Sacrifices and Cold Focus. Floyd skipped the college circuit. While most of his peers were walking lecture halls, he was socking up jabs in dingy rings. His single-minded focus put every ounce of energy into boxing, bypassed the traditional path, but gave him time, repetition, refinement. Now, at 22, he's living proof you don't need a degree to raise the world. Sometimes you need bare knuckles and brutal honesty. That isn't to say he avoids lessons. A scholar of the sport, Floyd studies historic fights, breaks down tapes of Paul Williams and Vasyl Lomachenko. When he's not punching a bag, he's pushing Google Scholar, breaking apart footwork angles and browser tabs. House with Garden Chapter 5. House Tour and Car Collection. The house. Floyd's pad sits comfortably in suburban Austin, a modern 4-bedroom home. Warm tones, wood floors, family photos, fight posters, baby toys scattered beside punching mitts. It's not just a house, it's a shrine. Family, grit, triumph, and future. He took inspiration from Jordan-inspired modern minimalism. Clean lines, muted colors, no flash. In his living room, a wall of framed gloves from amateur wins, pro milestones, and one signed by Oscar de la Hoya himself. Every piece whispers a story. The cars. Luxury isn't optional, it's earned. But exhibiting humility, Floyd hasn't splurged on a fleet of supercars. Chevrolet Tahoe, blacked out reliable, spacious, wrapped in Kid Austin decals. Ford F-150, functional, dependable. A workhorse for gym gear and baby stroller hauls. And there's talk among fans of a future Tesla Model X or even a Range Rover, something he's hinted at buying when he lands a title bout. No Lamborghini ceilings, just practical investments, each with purpose, each emblematic of a fighter who respects where he came from and where he's going. Trophy Why This Story Grabs You. Built on truths. No fairy tales. No sugarcoating. This is a truth-built man. From shelter floors, scraping by that felt like the end, to ringside seats destined for greatness. Heartbeats before hits. Fans don't just see power, they feel purpose. He fights for family, for disenfranchised youth, for young fathers watching his story unfold and seeing their path in his. Mastery in motion. He delivers power, but mixes it with technical refinement, an explosive juxtaposition. Think Mayweather's mind with Tyson's fire. Relatability counts. No Heisman, no glossy scripts. Just a kid who walks so you could strive. A father who fights so you can dare. The absence of a highlight reel from college pads his story. It's raw, unscripted, authentic. As of now, Floyd Kid Austin Schofield III is alive, healthy, and hitting his prime. Any rumors of death are fiction, another low blow in a life full of them. This man isn't history. He's right now. He's headline tomorrow. Sparkle's epilogue, the next round. June 28th, 2025 undercard versus Tevin Farmer. The world's watching. That fight either cements him as a lightweight assassin or tests his mettle at world-class level. A win equals title shot. A memorable knockout equals superstardom. But this isn't just about belts. It's about belonging to a story bigger than one man. It's about narrative redemption. About showing homeless shelters that where you start doesn't bind you forever. It's a beacon. If Floyd can get himself here, maybe your bigger fear is standing still, not starting. Floyd Kid Austin Schofield biography isn't just about wins and losses. It's about transformation. Homeless to hopeful, boy to father, unknown to unstoppable. His story doesn't ask for applause. It demands empathy, attention, and maybe just a whisper. Can I do that too? At 22, he's undefeated in the ring, but also undefeated in heart. That's what makes him a champion, not just in boxing, but in the truest story of human resilience.